Good evening everyone, welcome to All Angles. Today we will be discussing the role of the mother and father according to the book of Proverbs. First up we have Quinson Morrison.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Quinton Morrison and today I'll be talking about the role of a mother. So from Proverbs 1 verse 8 to 9, My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains around thy neck. So God in his own wisdom and grace set each one of us families and expect children to be taught the things of God from infancy by their parents. Children are expected to learn how to live godly lives in their home environment and throughout the early chapters of Proverbs. So we discovered the great King Solomon giving advice to his own son. Hear your father's instruction, my son. Is King Solomon wise advice to his own offspring, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. So therefore, mother's teaching should not be tossed aside and left behind. Children of God should listen to the instruction of their mother and obey their mother. Thank you.
Next up we have Danya Grant.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Danya Grant, and I'll be doing Proverbs 31, verse 28. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. What this is saying is that the mother is a woman of faith who serves God with her whole heart, mind, soul, and strength. She is loved, respected, and trusted by her husband and children. She nurtures her children with godly wisdom and teaches them the things of the Lord. The children see the fruit of godliness in their mother and know that she is indeed blessed by God. As parents, we are called to live out the example of a godly life before our children, as we seek to lead them as Christ would have led them. Thank you.
Now comes Tina Page Smith, also providing a skit.
Who stole my $500? Amara, was it you? No, Kajim, it wasn't me. CJ, did you take up my $500 off my dresser?
No, Kaji, I'm not a thief. No one will take up your money. Maybe you misplaced it. Go and take a look. Remember what we learned in Sabbath school about stealing? God would punish us if we disobey his rules.
Yes, and also in John 10 verse 10 it says that a thief only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I have come that they may have life, and it is full. Oh, I remember now. I also remember that we are to follow the rules by the commandments from Jesus Christ and God. Let us go watch Superbook. It tells us about the Bible and God's commandments that can help us to grow in the proper way of the Lord. It will make us better children and even better adults.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tina Page Smith, and I'll be doing Proverbs 22 and verse 6. And it says, Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he won't depart from it. So what this verse is saying is we as parents should emulate the Bible and its teachings. The instructions were given in Deuteronomy 6 verses 1 to 8. And it tells us to fear the Lord and keep his commandments. And we should teach our children, and they should teach their children. We have to teach our children to be kind, loving, respectful, forgiving. And those are just some of the fruits that the Lord gave in the scriptures. The short skit Well, we're trying to instill in our children to follow the commandments, and it will help them to grow in the right and proper way. And as long as they remember their teaching, then they would have a better and a more successful life. Thank you.
Hang on while we have a commercial break.
Move out of the way, hot party, hot party, hot party. Wait, is what kind of music that them a play in front of your stall? Them no see the lady and her daughter.
Meow! I hear that thing that.
After a church we there.
I better you put on the radio energize. You have 20 at station to choose from. You hear a broadcasting commissioner say we're supposed to hear better music on the station than what you are playing inside here. Fish one.
Broadcasting Commission. People transitioning digital.
Welcome back. Now up we have Aditi Gordon.
My name is Aditi Gordon. Proverbs 6:20-21 says, "My son, keep your father's commandments and not forsake your mother's teaching. Bind them always on your heart, fasten them around your neck." Through almost every studied culture, fathers have assumed three primary roles: the protector, the provider, and the disciplinarian. The Bible has taught us to honor thy mother and thy father, and also follow the commandment of God, who is our creator. Fathers are always seen as the head of the family. The Bible has taught us to honor thy mother and thy father. Parents are being set above their children. They have to take correction and follow instruction, and forsake not the law of parents. In receiving these teachings, the wise will hear and increase learning by fastening the instruction given to them by their fathers, and fearing the commandment of our Lord thy God, for no man can give him counsel.
Finally, last but not least, Sanjenia Pinnock.
Proverbs 13 verse 1 dictates that a wise son heareth his father's instructions, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. In this verse, the role of the mother and father is described in terms of how the son should actually receive instructions from his parents. The father is described as the provider of instructions, and he is portrayed as wise and is expected to teach his son about life in a way that enables the son to be wise himself. The mother is not specifically mentioned, but it is assumed that she too is trying to teach her son vital life lessons. The father is also described as having the ability to rebuke the son if he is acting in a foolish or rebellious way. This is an important role of the father, to be able to provide discipline in order to make sure the son is obeying and acting in accordance with what God expects. The father teaches his son to turn away from foolishness and pride so that he can make wise decisions in life. On the other hand, the verse also shows the importance of the son's response. A wise son, it says, essentially says, will heed the instruction of his father and apply them to his daily life. A scorner, however, will not listen or take heed to the rebuke of his father, showing he's not wise but prideful. So to conclude, the role of the mother and father is described in Proverbs 13:1 is that of the teacher and a disciplinarian. The father provides instruction and rebuke when it is necessary in order to instill wisdom in their children. And the son or daughter is instructed to heed his father's or mother's instruction in order for us to be wise.
Thank you for watching our program. See you next time.